remember hearing Chi-Chi used to be a martial artist. I wonder if she's still as strong as she used to be. They might be out of my league. I heard the Ox King used to be scary a long time ago. I wonder if that's true. My mom's known Gohan's family for a long time. Mom's still toiling away in her lab.
Actually... Thanks!
All right. So this capsule's got supplies in it. Better hurry and deliver it. I hear everyone's living in the submarine now. Hi.
Many thanks.
Yes.
Excuse me?
True.
Hey!
Right.
Sure.
True.
Huh? Yep, very...
Huh?
Oh.
Hey! Yep, yep.
Sure. Right. Now that the supplies have been delivered, time to report back to Mom. It's just me and Mom living here. Sure.
Okay.
True. Huh?
What? Wait!
Please. Please let everyone be safe. They might be out of my league. They might be out of my league.
Yeah.
What? Nope. What?
Jeez.
Here it comes! Take that! Let's go! Here it comes! Take that! Let's go! Take that! Let's go! Take that! Let's go! Take that! Let's go! Here it comes! Here it comes! Take that! Let's go! Here it comes! Look alive! Here it comes! Let's go! You're done! Here it comes! Here it comes! Take that! Let's go! We're done! Here it comes! Take that! Let's go! Take that! Let's go! Let's go! We're done! Here it comes! Look alive! Here it comes! Here it comes!
Idiot.
Here it comes!
Look alive.
Take this! Take this! No!
You're done!
Still do that! Take this! Let's go! Let's go!
Wow.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Hey.
Hey! Eh?
Jeez.
Hey.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
What in the world?
No surprise here.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep. Hey! Yep.
Sure. Thank you for the encouragement, Master Roshi.
Oh, well now.
simple enough to beat. Here it comes! Take that, Masenko! Here it comes! I can still do this! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko! They look simple enough to beat. Whoa, this looks pretty good. They look simple enough to beat. They look simple enough to beat. Here it comes! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko! Oh no! This looks like a keeper. 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 Is that him? Need to hurry. Have to hurry. Huh? What's all that noise? What is that? Something's attacking Chi-Chi. Not good. I need to help her.
Get back, you mechanical meanies! Leave me alone!
Chi-Chi, watch out!
Trunks, is that you?
Yeah, what's with these robots?
I'm not sure. They came out of nowhere and started attacking me!
Okay, leave this to me. You go find a safe place to hide.
No, I can't leave you to fight these things!
I'll be fine. Don't worry, I'm a lot stronger than I look. Looks like these things attack anything that moves. All right, bring it on! Ha! Ta! Ta! You're nothing compared to the androids. Here it comes! Take this! Maseko! What? Ha! 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 I think my training with Gohan is starting to pay off. Take this! Maseko! Ha! Take this! Maseko! That's all of them. I hope Chi-Chi's okay. Chi-Chi, are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Although I totally could have handled those buckets of bolts on my own.
Glad to see you're still full of energy.
Yeah, I might not look like it, but I've still got some fight left in me. I am glad you shut up. Thanks, Trunks.
It was no problem. What were you up to?
Me? Oh, I was just on my way back from checking on the fields.
Cool. I'll escort you back to your house then, just in case any more of those robots show up.
Really? Well then, escort away, Mr. Bodyguard.
Yes, ma'am.
Trunks, my boy. I really appreciate you saving Chi-Chi. You know, you'd make Vegeta proud.
Oh, it was nothing.
Nothing? No need to be so modest, Trunks. You fought just like my Gohan when he was little.
Really?
Oh, that reminds me. I heard you were out there helping Gohan fight those awful androids.
You did? Not good. Not good. How did he hear about that? If he knows, then my mom might find out. Well, you shouldn't believe everything you hear, you know.
Oh, so you're not? Well, I guess that's good.
Right. Those androids are way too dangerous for a kid like you to fight. I don't even like Gohan fighting them. He was going to be a world-class scholar when he got older.
I know how you feel, Chi-Chi, but Gohan's made up his mind. He's our boy, and we should trust him. We just have to hope he stays safe.
Gohan doesn't fight because he wants to, but because he has to. And he's still thinking and worrying about you. At least that's what I think.
You're right. Anyway, if you see him, would you please tell him to keep fighting, but to try to come home, like, every once in a while?
I will. Okay, well, I'd better head back now. Stay safe, you two.
Thanks. Give my regards to Bulma, okay?
Have a safe trip back home.
Thanks. Oh, could you maybe not tell my mom what you heard about me helping Gohan fight the androids? It'll just stress her out.
Of course.
I should let Gohan know how Chi-Chi and the Ox King are doing. I wonder if Gohan's where we were before. I knew Chi-Chi'd be worried about Gohan. I need to make sure my mom doesn't find out what I'm up to. Gohan should really try to visit his family more often. simple enough to beat. They look simple enough to beat. They look simple enough to beat. Here it comes! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko! They look simple enough to beat. They look simple enough to beat. They look simple enough to beat. Here it comes! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko! Take this! Take this! Take that, Masenko! There's so much energy in this. I can feel power surging through me. There's so much energy in this. They look simple enough to beat. Hans! Take that! Let's go! Here it comes! Take that! Let's go! Gohan!
Oh, hey, Trunks. I thought you went back home for the rest of the day.
Actually, I was just visiting your mom and grandpa at their place.
Oh, really? Why would you do that?
You said you were worried, so I went and checked on them. There was a small issue, but they're okay.
Small issue?
Yeah, some weird machines were attacking your mom, but I took care of them.
Really? Oh no, is my mom okay?
Yeah, not a scratch on her.
That's a relief. Thanks a lot, Trunks. Seriously, if you hadn't been there, there's no telling what might have happened.
Chi-Chi wanted me to tell you something. She said keep fighting, but try to make it home once in a while.
Oh, I can't go right now, obviously, but I guess I'd better start making regular trips back to make sure she's doing okay.
She'd like that.
Right. Speaking of family, you'd better head back yourself before Bulma starts worrying.
True. See you later.
If I really want to put everyone at ease, I need to defeat the androids and bring peace back to this world.
The area around West City suffered numerous casualties today as the androids continued their rampage. Residents in nearby areas have been ordered to evacuate immediately.
Chi-Chi wanted me to tell you something. She said keep fighting, but try to make it home once in a while.
Mom, just hang on a bit longer. I promise, I'll come back once the androids are gone.
The next day, Trunks and Gohan continue their training with a new resolve.
Right. Let's begin the training.
What are we gonna do today? Another sparring match?
We can, and will do that. But I think we need to focus on making you a Super Saiyan. So let's start there.
I'm sorry this isn't going well. I don't think I can become a Super Saiyan today.
It's not supposed to be easy. Don't worry. We'll take our time with it.
Okay.
That explosion. It has to be the androids. I cannot let them destroy another town.
Then let's go, Gohan.
No. Trunks still can't transform into a Super Saiyan. He's not ready for this fight yet. I'll be back. You stay here.
Wait, Gohan. I can go with you and help you fight.
You're still not ready to take them on. Just stay here for now.
But like, any help would be better than nothing, right, Gohan?
Fine, but try to keep up, okay? And don't push it if you think it's too much.
Thanks.
Let's go. If we don't hurry, people are gonna die.
Right. Those androids are going to pay. There was only some way of knowing where they are.
Hard to do that when we can't detect their energy. We're gonna have to hunt them down the hard way.
Why are the androids doing this? Why are they killing people?
I don't know. But one thing's for sure. They're clearly enjoying it.
This sucks.
I feel energized now. I feel energized now. Over there.
Right.
That's enough, androids!
How could you monsters do this?
Oh, great. You guys again.
What a drag. Let's get rid of them so we can keep having some fun. There are tons of other far more interesting people left to kill.
I'm not gonna let you do that!
Gohan, let me help you fight them.
Fine. You can be my support, but try not to put yourself directly in harm's way.
Okay.
I'm more than enough to handle these losers on my own.
Try to make it snappy, okay? We've got places to be.
One slip-up and we're done for. You need to be careful, Trunks.
Wait.
Try Gohan, how much longer are you planning to keep this silly game up?
After all, you're just gonna die like the rest of your loser friends and family.
Give it up already. You have to realize you're just delaying the inevitable.
They and the rest of the planet are counting. It's because of them that I can do this.
Go on.
Guess we have no other choice but to show you just how far out of our league you are.
You still want to keep going?
Now for the finisher.
There's nowhere to I'm not gonna use
Here I go!
Let's see you try to run Let's see you try to run away from this.
Here I go!
I guess you can fight, kinda.
I've trained long and hard to avenge those you've killed.
Now for the
Here I go!
Yeah, not bad. Here I go! Get out of here!
Look alive!
Here I go! Why you?
Let's keep this up.
Right.
All right, I'll fight you.
Why you? Oh, not bad. Why you? Here I go! Not bad.
That was amazing, Gohan.
It's not over yet. Stay focused.
Try to keep up, okay? Jump on this.
Not bad. Why you? Here I go! Here it comes!
Try to keep up, okay? Jump on this. How long are you gonna keep babysitting the brat?
You're gonna be in real trouble if you don't start taking us more seriously.
I'm gonna beat you. Take that! Look alive!
Look alive, idiot. If you think we're actually trying, then you're in for a big surprise.
Then fight us for real. We're not gonna lose.
Take this! Masenko!
You're done! Try to keep up, okay? Choke on this!
All right, I'll fight you.
We're doing it! We're winning, Gohan!
Not yet. There's still a long way to go before they're done. Trunks!
You thought you were winning? Give me a break.
It's lights out for you guys.
Well, would you look at that? At least they're good at running away.
They're pretty nimble for a couple of meat bags. Wherever you're hiding, we'll find you.
So, you think we got him, 18?
Yeah, they're dead. But even if they are alive, we'll find them. Come on, 17. Let's get out of here.
Okay, sure.
This is my last sensu bean. Trunks, you take it. You're our last hope, Trunks.
The androids! They're... gone? No! Gohan! Your arm... Gohan! Gohan! Good. You're still breathing. You're gonna be okay. We need to get you home. This is bad. The androids were too strong. I'm only getting in Gohan's way.
Several days later, though Gohan had lost an arm, he was spared the same fate as the others. After a miraculous recovery, he had regained the strength and determination needed to fight once more. Trunks, on the other hand, felt responsible for Gohan's injury and struggled to find the courage to face his mentor.
Huh, you seem out of it, Trunks.
Yeah.
I know you were trying to keep it a secret from me, but I know all about your training sessions with Gohan.
I'm sorry, Mom.
You used to head over to Gohan's place to train, right? You haven't been there in a while.
It's because of me that Gohan... that he... How am I supposed to face him?
It wasn't your fault, Trunks. I know that. And more importantly,
I'm sure Gohan knows that. You'll feel a lot better if you just go see him and tell him how you're feeling. Trust me.
I guess you're right. I'll head over there now.
Good. Be careful, okay?
I have no idea what I'm gonna say when I see... I'm sure Gohan's feeling better, but he probably can't do much training anymore. I bet his arm would be a lot better if he'd been able to eat a sensu bean. I don't know if I have what it takes to be as strong as Gohan. It's just me and Mom living here. I want more than anything to stop the androids. But what if I can't do it? I can feel power surging through me. They look simple enough to beat. Here it comes! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko! Take that, Masenko!
Good, you're here. Let's get started with... Huh? What's...
Gohan, your arm.
Yeah. It's gonna take some getting used to, though. Oh, I get it. So that's why you seem so upset, Trunks.
I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it, man. It's in the past, so no use thinking about it now. Besides, I'm just grateful I only lost an arm.
But...
Okay. If your head's not completely in this, then this is no time to be training.
No, I can still train with you.
Relax. It's okay. Sometimes a warrior has to refocus. You know what? I've got an idea. What do you say we go catch us some fish? Sound...
Okay. You want to go fishing? Where exactly? Right. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever gone fishing with anyone before.
Oh, that makes sense. Vegeta wasn't around when you were old enough to start. You know how to fish, Trunks?
Yeah, I think so.
While we're here, how about a little competition? The one who catches the most fish wins.
What? No way! Wait a sec. I definitely can't beat you in a fight, but I think I might actually be able to beat you in a fishing competition.
Good. Then that settles it. Don't let me down, Trunks. I'm ready for you.
I'm not gonna lose.
Let's see. Where should I fit?
Seems Gohan's already looking for a spot. This looks like a keeper. This looks like a keeper. All right, I did it! I wonder how Gohan's doing. Wow, you caught a lot, Gohan.
Let's count them up. Huh. I think you caught more.
All right, I beat you! I beat you!
Way to go, Trunks. You might be a better fisherman than my dad.
So, what should we do with all the fish?
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hungry. Let's cook them. Whew. I think I ate too much.
We did fish up a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did.
Is something wrong?
No. Just glad to see you're back to your old self.
Oh. Thanks. You went out of your way to make me feel better. Sorry if I worried you.
I didn't go out of my way at all. Think of this as just another part of your training.
Huh? You mean catching fish and eating them?
Totally. It's part of the Turtle School teachings, the ones my dad learned from Master Roshi. According to him, you should be moving, learning, playing, eating, and resting every day. He'd always say that enjoying life is part of one's training, too.
Oh, okay. That sounds like good advice.
Training you makes me nostalgic. It takes me back to a time when Piccolo trained me when I was a kid. Back then, though, I thought I was training with a monster. He was so ruthless. Seriously, it felt like a year and a half of pure torture. Actually, if I remember correctly, I was training to help save Earth from Vegeta and the other Saiyan jerk Nappa that came with him.
Seriously? You had to go through all of that because of my father? I'm so sorry.
You know, it is pretty strange to think I'm training the son of a guy who once tried to destroy the planet. A long time before he trained me, Piccolo supposedly fought my dad as his mortal enemy. Weird how fate works, isn't it?
Yeah, it brings people together. Like us.
Exactly. And all of those people, my dad, yours, and everyone else, they live on in you now, Trunks.
Gohan.
That's why it's so important that you stay alive. And I'll keep training you to make sure you stay that way. If anyone's gonna bring peace, it's you. You're our last hope. Don't worry. You'll surpass me in no time.
I promise I won't let you down.
Good. We'll get stronger together. And we'll make sure our world is safe again. Right, Trunks?
Right!
Piccolo sacrificed himself to protect me back then. I was too young to understand, but now I know what he felt in that moment. You're the last warrior alive who can do this, Trunks. It's all up to you. I'm afraid you're our last hope. The people of this world are going to count on you to protect them when the time comes. But I believe in you with all of my heart. You can do this, Trunks.
A few days later, Trunks and Gohan's training reaches a fever pitch.
Get angry. Angrier.
No! Why can't I turn into a Super Saiyan?
You're almost there, Trunks. It's not easy. My dad and I struggled to become Super Saiyans too. It's like I said before. Rage triggers the transformation. True rage. Thinking about Piccolo, Krillin, and everyone else dying, I was devastated with grief. It upset me so much that I was overcome with anger. And it was then that I became a Super Saiyan. You've got Vegeta's Royal Saiyan blood coursing through your veins. You're going to become a Super Saiyan. I know it. Believe in yourself.
If you say so.
All right. That's enough Super Saiyan training for now. Let's spar.
Okay, let's do it.
Come at me with all you've got.
Right.
You can't fight me while I'm at a disadvantage, but you've got no hope of beating the androids.
I know.
You're holding back on me, aren't you?
No, I'm not, I swear.
I'm not that injured. Why would you even need to hold back?
Right.
If you really get it, then prove it. Go all out.
Sure. What?
Okay, good. Now, punish your opponent when their guard is down.
I can't pull my punches just because he's injured.
What's wrong? Is this your best?
Here it comes!
Good, Trunks. That's how you do it.
I'm still not on your level, Gohan.
Your defense needs a lot of work.
Take that! Take that!
Fighting me as if I'm an android. But you're getting better.
I have to be better than you. Better than the androids. Take a breath.
Coming at you full force!
What?
Here it comes. Take that.
Well done. That was great.
Thank you.
You're a lot stronger than you were before.
Yeah. If only I could become a Super Saiyan, though.
You will. You just need something to help trigger the transformation.
The city!
It's the androids. They finally found their way here. This is it. Ah!
Gohan, are you sure you're okay?
I'm worried. I might not be able to keep Trunks safe this time. Trunks, stay here, got it? Do not follow me.
No! If you're going, then I'm going too. You said it yourself. I'm a lot stronger now.
Trunks, you're underestimating how hard this fight'll be.
I promise I won't drag you down. I want to help you fight them.
I get it. Fine, Trunks. Let's go.
Okay.
Trunks, you're humanity's last hope. If both of us die, then there won't be a single warrior left to protect the planet. As the only one left who's capable of ending this nightmare in a few years' time, you have to survive. I'm sorry, Trunks. I'm wearing this as a reminder to myself to be strong, like you, Dad. But I've still got a long way to go.
What are you talking about? You're one of the toughest guys I know, Gohan. Tougher than me, even. Your hard work's paid off.
Come on, Trunks! Let's have some fun!
Okay, let's mess this place up.
Come on!
Okay, let's... Gohan, I'll put everything you've taught me to good use. It won't go to waste. I promise you that.
I couldn't be prouder of you, Trunks. Keep it up. I couldn't be... I might not be able to stop the androids, but if you were around, I'd be distracted. As long as I know you're alive and safe, I can give it my all. And if I do fail, you'll have what it takes to finish the job. Believe in yourself, and become the man you're meant to be. You've got this, Trunks. This is it. It's time the androids learned what we humans can do. there. Feel energized now.
Give it a rest, would you, 17? We've already killed almost everyone here. We should head somewhere where tons and tons of people are hiding. It would be way...
Why are you in such a rush? Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. If we wipe out all of humanity now, then the fun ends and we've got nothing left to do, right? So Gohan, back for more, huh?
No more running away. We're gonna kill you this time.
I won't die. Even if you destroy my body. I'll live on in someone who'll become stronger than me. And he will be the one to stop you once and for all. Let's do this, you freaks!
Hey, no need to get so worked up. Don't worry, we'll make this quick.
Yeah, we've grown tired of playing with you.
Down you go!
Hey, where's the little runt you brought last time? You humans sure do go down easy.
It's none of your business, jerk.
Where's all the macho hero attitude gone?
Hey, yo!
You're gonna die! What a pain in the ass. Say goodbye! Let's go! I was hoping we could have at least a little more fun with you. What? You're planning on winning all by your lonesome?
I'm more than enough to beat you.
Ready to call it quits?
You're weak. Extremely weak.
Here I go! Not bad! Let's go! You're gonna die! Down you go! Down you go! There's nowhere to...
I'm not letting you first anyway.
Here I go!
Let's see you try to run away from this.
No.
Take this!
Let's see you try to run away from this.
Get out of here! Here it comes! Here it comes! Down you go! Yeah! Now for the finisher! Here it
Let's see. Get out of here! Here I go!
Idiot.
Let's see you try to run away from me.
No!
Try to keep up, okay?
Get out of here! Here it comes! Here I go!
You know that? You're done. Give it up. Look alive.
Why you?
Let's go.
You're escaping this. Let's see you try to
Idiot. Look alive.
Here I go! Here I go!
Why you? Why you? You're a real pain in the ass.
I'm going to finally rid this world of you two.
Let's see you try
Here
to
I
run
go!
away from this.
Get out of here! Here it comes! Get out of here!
What a pain in the ass. Say goodbye.
Down you go!
Try to keep up, okay? Didn't we tell you we're gonna kill you this time?
You two are history. You hear me? Too slow! Here I go! Hot! Now for the
Why you?
Damn you! Now for the finish! Here it comes! Look alive! Here I go!
Let's go!
Here I go! What?
Whoops. Psych. I feel awful for having to disappoint you like this, but we've only been fighting at half our full power.
You're not going anywhere, Gohan.
I'm out of energy. No energy.
Come on. You've got to have more in you than that.
Yeah, get up. Keep it coming.
Bring it on already. You said you were going to defeat us, right?
You gonna give up or what? You should. Let's go! Idiot. All right, I think it's time you finally died.
This is your last chance to stand up to us. Come on, Gohan.
If you even can!
Even if you beat me, someone stronger
I think it's time to put him out of his misery, 17.
Okay. Show's over, I guess.
Now to survive. You're our last hope.
Gohan. I can't sense him. I can't sense his energy. Gohan! Gohan. Something's not right. Where are you, Gohan? Gohan! 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 Can you hear me? This happened because I'm weak. He was trying to protect me. Gohan? Go on. No, go on. Please, no. This can't be real. Gohan! 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 Ah!
Trunks had finally become a Super Saiyan. However, the transformation came at a great cost. 3 years have passed. As the only warrior left to stand against the android menace, Trunks continued his training, hoping to one day avenge Gohan and the others. Holding on to hope. End of the android apocalypse.
I'm back, Mom.
Welcome home, Trunks. How was your training?
You won't believe it. I feel like I'm finally making some real headway. I might actually be as strong as Gohan was back then.
Good. You definitely look pretty confident. But don't let your guard down.
Right. I know.
Well, you can never be too safe. Oh, that's right! Oh, it won't be much longer until the time machine is finished. What kind of a response is that? This is a time machine we're talking about. A time machine!
I know. I'm really impressed with what you've done.
Once it's ready to go, you'll be able to head to the past and meet Goku, Gohan's father. You've probably heard of him, and give him his heart medication. With Goku alive and able to fight, something ought to change. Then you can head back to the moment when the androids arrive to help with the fight. Oh, and gather some useful intel for me. I can then use that information to figure out—
But no matter how much I travel to the past, our world won't go back to the way all the people we've lost.
Probably not. No.
Right. That means I should be strong enough to...
Oh, that reminds me, Trunks. There's something I need you to do.
Really? What's...
Something small. Should be a pretty simple thing. Remember how I told you the time machine's almost... Well, I actually don't have enough of what I need for a super important, really critical part.
Sure, I can do that. Where can I find what you need?
Mount Paozu. You know, where Chi-Chi's, Gohan's house is.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't remember the exact spot where you can find the materials. Maybe try asking Chi-Chi or the Ox King.
It's been a little while since I've seen them, so I could see how they're doing while I'm at...
Good. That's my boy. If they need anything, make sure to help them out, okay?
Sure.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here's what I need you to bring back for me. Thanks.
Got it. I'll see you later. First, I'd better go talk to Chi-Chi.